Okay, so here's my flow chart, and it is explaining how my school district's organizational structure takes place. So first we have our Board of Education, or our school board, and then our superintendent reports to them. We also have our principal, who reports to the superintendent, and then these entities below are going to be who interact with each other but also report to the principal. So I'll start on the left. We have the special education director, who reports to the principal, the students and parents, who in this section also report to the principal. We have teachers and staff who report to the principal, and then teacher organizations that also report to the principal. Under each one of those, they are in charge of, or they work very closely with, another section. So we have the special education director, and they are in charge of all of our paraprofessionals. Under the students and parents, we have the student and parent organizations. So this might be the student council. This also might be the parent organization such as PTA. And so I put them underneath the students and parents because in the chain of command to get to the principal, the student and parent organizations are made up of the student and parents, and then they report to the principal. We also have the teachers and staff, and then under them, students and parents, because it's the teacher and staff responsibility to communicate with parents and to lead students in their classroom. Once an issue might arise or a celebration even might arise, the students and parents report to the teachers and staff. The teachers and staff handle it, or they may send it on to the principal and up the rest of the chain. We have the teacher organizations, and underneath of them are the teacher committees. So inside of our organizations, we also have various committees that meet and decide various things for a school, and so they report back to the organization. The organization as a whole can then take it to the principal. So there is a little bit of inner workings between each area because, of course, when we have the special ed director, they're also going to be able to come over here and go down and work with students and parents. Special education directors also come over here and work with staff and teachers, and vice versa. Teachers and staff are going to come over here to work with the special education director and down through paraprofessionals as well. So overall, this type of structure is what I say closely aligns with the functional organization. And that is because, yes, there is a bit of a hierarchy of how things go. You know, your school board's at the top, which goes down to the superintendent, down to the principal, and then finally down to these sectors. But each one of these sections has their own expertise or is in charge of their own areas. So for instance, the special education director, they may be in charge of all things SPED, including IEPs and training for the staff and teachers. Well, the principal oversees what the SPED director is doing, but that's not her expertise. That is his expertise. That is the special education director's expertise. So that is delegated down to them. But functionally, it works because while the principal is overseeing what is happening, they are letting whoever is an expert in their field do their job. Same way with parents and students. Parents can come directly to the principal if they have concerns, if there's an issue that needs to be addressed, but also if there's something that a student wants to do in the school, such as a project or a assembly of sorts, they have that ability in our district to go directly to the principal and ask for such things. But ultimately, you have the teachers and staff who are going to be in charge of that first line of communication with students and parents and handling issues as they might arise. If the need arises, it can go to the principal for help and then up the line if something major were to happen. The nice thing in my district is we kind of have an open door policy with our principal. Granted, we're a very rural and small district, only about 200 kids in the entire district, 33 teachers. If the door is open, we can come to her and approach. Again, with the organizations, these are teacher organizations there's the teachers and staff members that are in those organizations, and some teachers or staff members don't participate in the organizations. So there is that crossbar between them, because the ones that don't take part in any of the organizations also need to know what's going on in the school, such as the Community Teachers Association. That's an organization. They're there for all teachers, regardless if you're a member or not. And then if they have plans, maybe they want to lead a education week assembly, or they want to come up with Read Across America week and figure out some things to do for the students, then they would need to meet in the organizations and take that to the principal after having had their committee meetings. So it all flows together functionally. It does have a bit of a hierarchy, and everybody understands that hierarchy, but also the experts in each field get to do their job before going on to the next level.